let's talk about how we ended up here. All right, my friends. I have a list to show you. Not on the screen. It's not even going to show you. I mean, there it is. I will read my list to you. So we applied to the likes of Hammarby, IFK, I can't read my own writing, Varnamo, Sandfjord in Norway, Hachapato and Prestino, which I think are in Uruguay, maybe? Slutsk, Islak, Vikingur O in Iceland, Karlsland, Linköping City, BK Ford, IK Fres Tabi, FH, which is in Iceland, Eskiltuna, Stockholm Internationale, sorry, and Floy. We got some no's. We got a lot of no's. Henry said no because we didn't have silverware. Some of them just said straight up no. I was a little confused because, like, Sandfjord said no because I haven't won silverware. Or, no, I haven't led a team to promotion. But it said, like, they're not confident in my ability to take over their lowered expectations, and because I haven't led a team to promotion. So maybe it was because they were bottom and expecting to get relegated, and they would want to get promoted back. Maybe that was it. Some clubs like Slutsk and Islak said, and Eskiltuna said, no, but you would have been considered. So, like, it wasn't like, hey, you're an idiot for applying. It's just not right now. Yeah, so we've taken a step back from the Romanian second league, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think I've made a mistake in setting up the save, to be honest with you, in which I should have created a manager with a much higher reputation. That's, like, I should have used I think probably the editor to do that, to make myself more like Big Sam and less like a guy with no experience and a very poor reputation. Because to get the reputation, my understanding is, like, you got to win matches and you're not expected to win. Obviously, winning cups and silverware and stuff like that. But we're taking over clubs at the bottom, so we're not staying long enough to win promotion or win silverware or win cups and stuff like that. So it's really going to be based off of our win percentage and, like, winning games we're not expected to win. So this may not go very far, but we'll see. So this is going to be a huge challenge. And maybe we modify it. If that's the case where it's like no one's going to be interested in me, maybe if we go down with the club and it's playable in the league below, maybe we stay and get them promoted, and that, like, gets us some reputation maybe. So we're taking over FC Stockholm Internationale. Right. 2,145 capacity stadium built in 1933. Half-star reputation. It's a match made in Football Manager heaven. Media prediction is 13th. They were founded in 2010. They're a semi-pro club. Yeah. They got promoted, I think, from, like, the league below in 2019. So, like, I'll show this to you here in a second. No current loan obligations. Hot prospect, top earner Mani Turang. That's not true. I mean, I did look at the wage budget and included the staff, so we are already over budget. So this is going to be a disaster from that standpoint. They said, like, are you good? We're working on a $29.40 or $29.50 wage budget, and the current budget, including all staff, not including me, is $34.30. And I dropped my contract from $800 a week to $200 a week to lessen the impact of that. But we're still like $700 over. This is why am I doing this? Our captain. Oh, yes. 11 leadership. We'll take that. Center back at the back. Makes sense. Right. Does it really matter? Required. Work within the wage budget. But it's like, but you're not currently working within the wage budget. So, like, I think that's a little unfair, personally. Like, a 37% win percentage, 25% loss. I think that should be decent, right? Maybe this has dropped our reputation down even further. I'm not sure. But I wish there should be a category like took over a club in relegation and kept them up, right? Like, I think that should be a thing. So we're in the Swedish First Division North. We're expected to be 13th. So this is my plan. Of course I have a plan. The bottom 3 spots go automatically down. The 13th place spot is a playoff. So we're expected to be in the playoffs. If we just, because I think 7 points in 16 games is a bit of an ask. I think 5 points in 16 games is still a bit of an ask, but could be done. Okay. We've gone from like the 74th reputation or 73rd, something like that, with the Romanian second league to the 88th. So we dropped down a bit. Oh dear. Finances. What? I'm so confused. Maybe it was just all the youth players and it doesn't count the staff. In which case, I took a pay cut for no reason. But that's okay because we're 83,000 in the hole. So, this is better than I was expecting, lads. And the other good news, it is July 10th. It took a while. We got all kinds of no's. It is July 10th, and the transfer window opens in 5 days. So, like, we're going to have the ability to make an impact. I also took a contract. It was literally through the end of the season. So I'm not on a long-term thing. I don't have to worry about somebody buying me out. You know, like, I was talking with the folks in the Discord about that. Like, is it better to resign or is it better to apply while you're still employed? And essentially we came down to, like, at the level that we're at right now, if you apply and you're still employed, and you have a contract for another year, that club's going to have to buy your contract out. Unless you have a clause that says, like, you can go on a free, right? Which, or the compensation would be lower, right? Like, that's the most common thing is like, 90% of your compensation, whatever. So instead for this, I said, I'll take a 5-month contract. And they were like, and I dropped the wages down to 200 and they were like, yes. Like, there was no question. Just yes, please come. I'm your guy. Relegation Ranger is your guy. Let's look at the dynamics. All right. I just want to point out, we do have 9 points in 14 games. May was a bit rough. Good grief. We did draw with BK forward. That happened while I was I delayed. So the interim manager got a draw against the club that's on the same points as us. So opportunity to have taken 3 points there instead of 1, but we'll take the points, I guess. I mean, if you look here, right, they're in the games. They've been in the games. It hasn't panned out. Not so much here and here, but like, that's what, 4 2-1 losses. That tells me this club is in it. This club is in it. They just need some tweaks. I haven't looked at the players. I literally just loaded it up. Oh, I'm so good. News is we have a transfer window to, like, theoretically, I guess I should have checked this. Bring in some loans. No trialists allowed. Everything else is fair game. Maximum of 1 player allowed on loan per match from each affiliate where players go on loan and vice versa. Okay. Do we even have affiliates? We'll find out. Maximum of 8 foreign-based players. Sorry, I'll scroll. I can't scroll it up. It's right behind my head, and there's no more to scroll. Maximum of 8 players over the age of 22 allowed out on loan. Okay, so that's for teams that loan players out. We ain't doing that. We don't worry about that. So, okay, is this in comparison to our squad, or I can never remember, in comparison to the rest of the league? Because this would indicate there's actually some quality here. They just haven't been able to put the pieces together. They got some injuries to some key players. How bad? Okay, 3 months. Well, dude, okay, 2 weeks. That's better. That's better. Okay, all right. Let me go take a look at what we're dealing with. And then I'll bring you back. Ooh, a youth intake preview. When does that happen? Who knows? Probably September. Probably a little too late. Healthy number of new fullbacks. At least one of our goalkeepers is a great prospect. We looks like a top prospect in the center of midfield. Can we get them now? And one good young Swedish goalkeeper from Stockholm who's caught the eye. So we got 2 good goalkeepers? Or is that the same one? I can never remember. All right. Yay. Okay. I'm confused. 4-4-2 has got to be it. 1, we're in Sweden. And 2, it's just how there is a plethora of players that can play on the left side of the park. They can play striker or left side. There's a couple that can play in midfield, and there's absolutely nobody that can play on right midfield or right back. I'm very confused as to what's happened here. Because let's look at the players, okay? Star player, okay? Striker, clearly. Target man, brings it down, boom, off you go. 14 starts, 5 goals, 3 assists, 692. Gonna keep playing him, 32 years old. Stefan Ostojic, star player contract, has a start and 2 subs. And I was like, oh, maybe he's a horrible injury. Nope. So I would put him up top, also tall. Again, looking at the star rating, you're looking for best player available, okay? But that leaves Joel Rayalasco, maybe not getting a spot, or playing an inverted winger, or playing, maybe he's the left winger down here, but he's not really good in comparison at left wing. We have instead, or maybe we play him up top and we put Ostojic on the left, but he's an inverted winger. Don't love that. We also have Matthias Jung, who looks to be a natural left winger. I kind of like that. So is this guy on a regular starter contract the backup, like the rotational option coming off the bench? Maybe. We also have Martin Nordbeck, who is going to be our left back, but he's like an option on left wing as well, but he's going to be our left fullback. But then you come over here, we don't have anybody that can play on the right side whatsoever. There's essentially 2 center backs of any quality. There's really 1 midfielder of any quality. And then this guy is more of he's listed 95 a week, fringe player, but like could plug in. That's the quality that you're getting here. Is he is the second best midfielder. And then you got Jung, who plays on the left, could also play in the middle. Maybe that's where we've solved that problem, right? Like maybe Rayalasco plays up top with Noble, and Ostojic plays left wing. But he's the natural left winger. That's so dear. But then after that, like you got this guy who's out for 3 months. It doesn't really matter. We got this one who is, young but has potential. But there's nobody, like, so transfer window, it's like, okay, we need a right back, we need a right winger, or wide midfielder, whatever it is, okay? We probably could use another center back or 2, like at least one the other center back, and another midfielder, like a starting midfielder. Starting goalkeeper's out with a broken lower arm for another 3 weeks. He's only had a start and a sub. So instead, we've been playing David Mikhail, who's conceded 23 goals and 12. So on a 6-1-2. And he's the first choice goalkeeper. That's what his contract says. What's this guy's? He's also on first. Dearie me. Oh, I think we've inherited quite the challenge, my friends. But the good news is, theoretically, we've got wage budget now. What does it say about wages? What's our max wage here? Lowest basic wage, highest basic wage. Advised maximum basic wage is 200. So we do have some flexibility if we go find some players. We had a bunch of fringe players. We got 2 star players. Okay. All right. You're saying there's I definitely think 4-4-2. Let's just look at the comparison. Okay. Goalkeepers. Handling. Superbly good, except he had a broken arm. So, but average area ability, low command of area, below average one-on-ones, above average agility, decent. Defense, awful at heading, jumping, marking, positioning, strength, pace, acceleration is good. So when they miss their mark and they're poorly positioned, they can run to catch up. Midfield is all below average, as noted. Decent strikers, but not with pace and acceleration. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking we got that target man up top. This is me thinking out loud. I have not written any of this down, or I haven't really put a lot of thought into the strategy. I was literally like, let's look at the players. Let's look at the team report there, and let's have a conversation here in the episode. So I'm thinking no pace, no acceleration up top. Off the ball movement, pretty good. can't really head despite having a target man, but I'm like, if we could ping it up to a target man who brings it down, right, playing in that natural role, that gives everybody else a chance to catch up from a pace and acceleration standpoint. I don't know. Take the goalkeepers off. Overall, way below average on most things. Mentals, really awful decisions. Kind of like taking over this job. Oh, awful at heading and throwing. So target man doesn't really make sense then if they're very awful at heading, you know? Or maybe it's just him. And I know that's not just heading, but that's a part of it. We're really good at the long shots, though. I also thought about doing like some sort of 5 at the back, or a 4-5-1, something more defensive, right? We're trying to stop shipping goals, as it were. Let's take a look at the stages here. We scored 14, so scoring is a problem if you look at the rest of the league, aside from BK Forward above us and Carlsberg BK. But that is a gap. And then, well, I mean, I guess I could sort it, wouldn't? Yeah, that makes sense. So second worst for and worst against will get you the worst goal differential. So it's like, pick your poison. What do you want to work on? I am excited that we do get a transfer window. Like, we're coming right in. We can go like, okay, problem. Can we get a bunch of loans? I think the plan is to get a bunch. I think you have to get a bunch of loans. Thank you. I don't need the induction. We've already done this. Thank you. Okay. All right. We'll come back to that. You already want me to replace the captain? Do I have to go through? Thank you. Captains. Who's our captain right now? Ludzik. He's all right. Okay, he's definitely got better leadership, though, to be fair. I don't really think it matters. I really don't. I mean, even this guy would be better, right? He's the vice captain. I'm not gonna come in and upset the apple cart. That just seems like a bad idea from a dynamic standpoint. Hey, you're one of our better players, but I'm gonna strip you of the captaincy. Can you be really good at center back, please? Thank you. You know, like, that's a bad idea. Right. Let's just go take a brief look at anybody that's available for loan. This is our full scouted list. Not a whole lot to look at, friends. Not a whole lot to look at in terms of who we have scouted. Oh, a potential right winger. Looks pretty poor. He's really determined, though. Oh my goodness, he's left-footed. Ooh. Cheeky. I'm just gonna go ahead and come on down. You're not playing for anybody. That's so sad that I'm excited about that. But it, needs must, right? Same thing here. A 6'6" center back, Faroe Islands. Ooh, if you've watched any of my other series, you know that's a go. That is a 100% go. Okay, the rest are listed or wanted by actual clubs. Oh dear. Okay. Listed how much? Listed for €0. That's our kind of player now, isn't it? Is he actually playing? Ooh, 6'4", you say? We'll do a 2 week. Do you want to just come down for a week? I know since you're not playing. So, my friends, that's where we sit. I'm definitely thinking something 4-4-2. Something 4-4-2. I'm not sure about the direct passing and quick transitions when we're so poor with decision making. Not sure. I have to think on that one. What do you think? I like when you click on the competition screen, it's the entire screen because there's no other competitions we're involved in. The board expects us to fight bravely against relegation. Maybe we can go pick up one of those players from the Romanian second league. I don't know if they'd want to drop down even further to our level, though, right? Like, that's probably not going to go well. Let me know. Do you think we can get to 12th? Do you think we can get to 13th? Can we keep them up? Hit the like button. We'll see you next time. Next time being our next game, which is tomorrow. So in the middle of the transfer window. That's fantastic.